Hello everybody, this is James the Slim, and today we will be reviewing LEGO Star Wars set number 75291, the Death Star Final Duel, featuring 775 pieces, as well as 6 minifigures. We have, from the left, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader with arm printing, Emperor Palpatine, and 2 Imperial Royal Guards. On the front we have, as you can see, an artwork of the set, which compared to the original 2 sets that came out back when I was a child that I had, whoa, that is a huge difference. On the top, we have your full-size, actual-size Darth Vader minifigure with the spongy cape. Love it. As well as an advertisement for the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker saga. On the side, we have the cutout of the artwork from the front, the side box art. On the back, you can see many of the features, as well as that Skywalker saga secret code to unlock a special character. This set originally retailed for $100 in the United States. Currently, Walmart has it for about $90. I did walk into a Walmart that had it on complete clearance for like $66, but they didn't have any in stock. This set does not have thumb tabs. It instead has the tape, which you can use a knife or some scissors to cut. Love these resealable boxes in case you're gonna take your time on the build. Ooh, got a lot of bags, as one might imagine, for 775 piece set. Actually, a bit less than what I'm used to in terms of large sets. Nothing left in the box. Got our instruction manual and our sticker sheet in a bag. Looks like we have about six bags, not counting the duplicate of number 3, a smaller parts bag. We have this plate. Without further ado, we're going to get into the build, and I'll be back afterwards. Alrighty, there we have it. The Death Star Final Duel fully assembled. It's probably the best iteration of this scene that they've ever made, and I'm really not sure if there's any way they could improve upon it. But first, before we get into the build itself, as always, let's take a look at the minifigures. First in our lineup of figures, we have our Imperial Royal Guard. Very simple figurine. He has this staff, probably a beat stick. They showed them carrying them definitely in episode 6. Removing our weapon. We have a fairly simple figurine of their custom red hood. Not much underneath, just a generic black mystery head. We have dark red arms. We have chest printing. We have the spongy cape, which is a lighter red on the outside than on the inside. That's just a pretty cool detail. It's also easy to flip up to see that there is no back print. Next up, we have a fairly standard figure at this point, episode 6 Luke. He has the newer hairpiece. He has 2 faces, as you can see. A smiling face, definitely a more concerned / worried face. Probably the one you want to have him wearing when he is when he's being arrested or being brought in by his father, Lord Vader. He has back printing. He has chest printing, the reflective metal on his belt, also, mainly around the belt area. He also has the chrome hilted, well, not chrome, he has that metallic lightsaber hilt with his episode 6 green lightsaber that he built after losing his blue one at the end of episode 5. Next up, we have the newly updated Emperor Palpatine. He may be the same as the set that this was a redesign of. Not quite sure. He has this newer hood piece, which also came on one of the Knights of Ren. He has his gold hilted lightsaber, which we don't see in episode 6, but which is actually a cool inclusion to get in here. He has a torso, waist, and leg printing, all very continuous. He has his primary face, which is his smug little smirk. He also has the face that's more suiting to when he's casting his Force Lightning, which is also included in this set. He has a spongy black cape you can flip up. He has no back printing, although, you know, when you see him in the movie, he's just wearing these robes, so it makes sense not to include a back print. And finally, we have our much coveted Darth Vader with arm printing. He only is available in this set and his meditation chamber. This set, you know, ran at about $100. It's around $90 right now. For $70, you can get the meditation chamber, which only comes with Darth Vader and one other figure. So that was why I chose this set, because for the extra $20, you get 3 more minifigures, 2 of whom are, you know, very big named figures. And also, I did not have any of those guards before, so it was pretty cool to get those. But anyway, back to this figure. You have his dual piece helmet, which you can remove. On the front, you have his scarred face. The back, you got just some more scars. He comes with, obviously, comes with these handcuffs that he can handcuff Luke with. He has his metallic chrome hilted lightsaber with that nice frosty red blade, no bubbles like when I was a kid. He has a spongy black cape on the, he has a bit of a back print. You're not going to be seeing that too much probably. He has the awesome arm printing that, you know, just continues the armor that he has on his chest print. He has a very nice continuous chest, waist to leg print. Very well detailed figure, and it's really nice that we can actually get him in a play scale set. It doesn't have to be UCS. Moving on to the build itself, this is actually its more condensed, consolidated form. You can actually open it up from this form. There you can see these clips down here which connect the sides. You can open them on up. Actually, these also close down, although I don't think that's an intended purpose. I think it's just to get that proper angling for those screens on the side. Over here we have another one of those clips. Down there you can just unclip it. Those screens serve a nice purpose to keep that at an awesome displayable angle. And then this part actually extends out. Now, where to start? Because this is a very, very packed build. Starting in the front, we have these doors. I'm not sure what room this is supposed to be, because from what I can tell, it should not be the inside of the elevator. Maybe this is a room on the other side of the elevator. It honestly resembles Palpatine's office to me. They might have taken a few creative liberties with this portion of the set. You know, we have these awesome ice skate pieces that add some extra detail. We have this sort of trophy slash statue. Definitely have a miniature statuette over here. Just love the red and gray, which adds much needed color to what would otherwise be a very, very dull gray set. And these doors open right on up. All you have to do, pull on the pieces on the side. You can do that with 2 hands. I'm obviously holding my camera at this point. And then your minifigures can walk through here. You can have Darth Vader escort Luke on to the Emperor. Around this side, you will see that this does have stickers in order to represent that elevator door that we do actually see in episode 6, which is really cool. So that's definitely supposed to be the elevator door with that indicator light at the top. We have our adjustable, extendable platform, which leads to the bottom of the stairs. The stairs themselves, you may notice this little lever on the side, which you can use to blow up your stairs. Obviously, you can get much more of an explosive action than that, but for the sake of this review, I just did not want to have to chase down parts. I just wanted to show you the feature. Moving on, We have these details at the bottom, which I actually have not spotted in my rewatch of episode 6. Up top, we definitely do see these two details. They actually have some designs on them in universe, which is kind of cool that it's not very accurate. You can see the Lego markings, part number or whatever, which is similar, I guess. They could have added sticker pieces, although those would have been a pain. They could have printed it. That would have been nice, but I guess they decided not to. Over here, we have Emperor Palpatine's throne, which is definitely very detailed compared to the original version of his throne. We have these two stickered cheese slopes with his control panels. We have a couple clips on the side. You could probably put, for instance, Luke's lightsaber as it was resting next to Emperor Palpatine's arm in the scene. Turning this chair around, you actually have a couple clips on back, so you could actually hide away Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber if you so wish, if you so desired. The only thing that I think could be different, first of all, actually, I do really appreciate the details added by these angled cheese slopes. It just looks amazing. But the one thing that could be different to be more accurate would be if they had the additional part of the window that goes around the main window, which is definitely more detailed than the original set, or more accurate to universe, because they were just using that generic window piece they were using on the TIE fighter at the time. This definitely, they mirrored the correct pattern properly, but there was also supposed to be some more window around it, which I guess they couldn't fit onto here. They didn't have the right piece, so it was kind of cool what they did anyway. Moving on either side, we have these stickered screens which have details of the Death Star, probably telling the status of what's going on, so Emperor Palpatine can keep track of that. Moving on to the right, we have this awesome area where you have a couple of features here. First, we have our launcher at the bottom, as you can see. So what is shown in the manual is you can have Luke's lightsaber stuck up here. If you can manage to get it to stay up there. I could not, they had it poking through, but when I do that, it just falls down. So we'll just have that there. And you're supposed to be able to launch Luke up here. And it's not, it's not the best working feature. Like, for instance, if you just tap it, he will just fall over. But what you're supposed to be able to do is launch him on up there. Easier said than done. Supposed to be able to launch him on up. And, well, he's supposed to land up there, but, I guess he got the job done. He got his lightsaber down. Now he can just scramble over and get it. Another thing you can do over here is you can have Luke standing up there with the high ground, and you can have Anakin learning from his mistakes with his master Obi-Wan. Don't let someone have the high ground. Meanwhile, over here we also have another one of those windows. We have the identical windows on either side, which I very much appreciate the level of detail that they add, even though in universe they should probably be in a slightly different spot in Palpatine's throne room. But for this set and for displayability, they position them perfectly. They look amazing to me. Over here, we have the reactor chute that Lord Vader, in his redemption, drops Emperor Palpatine down. In order to recreate the scene, we can have Lord Vader pretending to hold Emperor Palpatine and just drop him down the chute. Now, in this instance, my Emperor Palpatine has gotten stuck a little bit. But the cool thing about the design down here, especially if I turn on the flashlight, is that you can see that it is completely open on the bottom. So, probably not a good idea to drop him down while he's, holding his force lightning, but you can actually drop him out the bottom up there. Looking more closely, we do have sticker details on the outside, as well as the inside of this shaft, and it's interesting, we have sticker details on all 4 sides of the inside, but only on the front of the outside, which I'm pretty sure makes a lot more sense, because when you do look at the set from this angle, it just looks a lot better without the stickers. It looks like, yeah, this could probably be that outside the exterior of Palpatine's throne room that we do see in the movie. You know, it's not something that's closed on up perfectly, but for a $100 set, this is the best that Lego was able to do, and I really have no complaints when it comes to that. One other feature this set has is you can just completely lift up this portion of the build, and down in here, bringing our little Palpatine over, we have a little hook where you can hold his cape, which is a bit redundant because he fits into his chair very well, even with his spongy little cape on. But more importantly, up top you have these clips where you can actually store his Force Lightning for when you do actually just want to have him sitting on his throne. And with that, we come to the final analysis, the conclusion of our review. In order to come to this conclusion of, is this worth the money? Is this a set worth going out to pick up and buy? Well, right now, you're looking at either it's about $90, or I actually walked into a Walmart where they had a price tag saying it was about $66, which would be an absolute steal. They obviously didn't have any of these on the shelf, otherwise I probably would have had to grab one. But for the $100, the original MSRP, I do feel like this was a really good set to get, because it does have the three major characters, the protagonist and the two main villains, between Luke, Darth Sidious, and arm-printed Darth Vader. Now, arm-printed Darth Vader is definitely a must-have, because for whatever reason, they only included him in 2 sets, and then when it came to the 2021 Imperial Shuttle, they decided to forego the arm printing, and they also switched back from these spongy capes, which are arguably a lot better. But they did switch to these spongy capes, which are so much better than those stiff capes than we got with previous sets, and which for whatever reason they reverted to. I'm definitely going to give this set probably about an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for displayability, because compared to a vehicle, it's not going to have the same displayability, but it does have displayability in that this is that final duel scene. You have a lot of amazing details. Play features are there as well. Playability is very good between the opening doors, exploding steps, collapsing bridge, the launching mechanism, as well as I mean, it's not really as much of a play feature, but this awesome shoot to drop the Emperor down during Vader's redemption. So overall, my opinion, which is also the reason I bought it, I would definitely recommend this set. I do feel like for any fans of Star Wars, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you're probably a fan of the original trilogy. This is the climactic scene in the final trilogy in episode 6. This is definitely one you're going to want to grab before it leaves store shelves. And actually, it's hard to find on shelves right now. It is on Walmart.com, and it is not full retail price. So as of the recording of this review on January 21st, 2022, I would definitely recommend ordering this set as I did. But now I open the floor to you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as usual in the comments. Let me know, what do you think of this set? Is this one you already picked up? Do you feel like it's a great value as I do? Is this one you plan on picking up? And also let me know if there are any specific sets you would like me to review. But with all that being said, this is Jim to the Slim, signing out.